Hey everybody, Jesus loves you. My name's Cody, and you are watching the Wednesday episode of the Christian news show thing that I do. True fact. Truth! And our first story of the day, really quick, is about Boko Haram. And we've talked about the Muslim terrorist group in the past. They're in Nigeria. They built up tons of churches, killed tons of Christians every week. And the update to that is they are threatening the president now, and they're telling the president, who is Christian, that he needs to either convert to Islam or he needs to denounce himself as president and go away. So I just want to say prayers to the Nigerian president. I don't know what his decision is going to be, but it's going to infect an entire country. So prayers to him and prayers to the entire country. They're going under some mad persecution right now. And our next story is about Newsboys versus Newsboys. The Newsboys have been out since like the 80s, and they're a Christian band that do kind of like a rock sound. And then you have the Newsboys, which came out in 2009 and is owned by Warner Bros. And the Christian Newsboys have been getting a lot of questions whether or not they were the Newsboys, because the Newsboys music has a lot of sexual content. So what they're going to do is they are trying to sue Newsboys for their name, because it's just so similar. If it was a different product, they said it wouldn't matter, but because they're both music, it's not enough of a separation between the two names to make out the difference between the two. And part of me has to wonder, it's America, are they just trying to get money out of the Newsboys? But also I think that it is good for the name change because of the fact that you have tons of people that are like trying to go to a Christian band and they end up finding Newsboys, and they're completely thrown into the completely wrong direction of Christianity. And the other part of me thinks is just a publicity thing. They're just trying to get a controversy out, because this is going to create a big controversy with Newsboys, because they are going to have to change their name, and they've had that name for 3 years, kind of a big band. All those fans are going to have to relocate and figure out their new name and stuff like that. So yeah, it was in the news today, and there's usually that pop culture type news in Christian news, so I was excited. But now that I'm talking about it, I don't know if you guys can find that interesting or not. But I do think that it is really important for the Newsboys to have their name be Christian. You can't have another person having a name so similar that people try to go find Christianity and find that, because that's never good. And our next news story, I was super excited because they were talking about teleportation and stuff, and I was like, yeah, teleporting. And then I looked at it, it's not really about teleporting, so I had to read it, and then I was excited because it's like, yeah, put a touchscreen anywhere. So even though the news story was a little misleading, I wanted teleportation stuff so bad. Even if it was like a picture that you could just move somewhere else, what they're doing is you can put a touchscreen anywhere you want to, pretty much. So big touchscreens and smart boards like that are really kind of expensive to get. So what Microsoft's Illumashare hopes to do is just takes a projector, and that projector is the touchscreen. You can touch anything you want on that screen, make it as big as you want, as little as you want, and it just does everything. It's like one step away from Iron Man's holographic thing where he made his suit and he put himself in like the holographic arm and all that stuff. So this is really exciting. I think one of the coolest applications I saw of this is because you can do it anywhere and take the same picture and put it anywhere. They're going to be able to do stuff like, say you wanted to play Monopoly with someone in Japan, who, like a family member was away. You could actually go and put this down on your table and it would play Monopoly, and it would be like everybody was in the same room. You could move a piece on it and it would literally move the piece into every place that board was located. And I think the main reason that this is exciting right now is simply because it's going to make touchscreens a lot cheaper, but they do want to make this mobile. They had this giant arm shoulder thing they said that was really kind of unrealistic and unpractical that they have for a mobile device right now. But what they hope to do is maybe put it in a phone, you put it in a phone and you have a huge touchscreen. Or they were talking about an earpiece, kind of like Bluetooth, or a pendant. And I want the pendant, because you could literally wear the pendant and you could sit there and you'd have a touchscreen. So yeah, not teleportation stuff, but nerd news that excited me. And our next story is about a church in Ohio that is doing professional wrestling at the church. According to the news article, Ohio is a big place for professional wrestlers to come out of, so the church decided to join in on that fun. They say that the wrestling shows are a great way to fundraise for the church. It's bringing a lot of people in to the church, and so it's just altogether helpful. But part of me, like, I'm not a huge wrestling fan because I see it as acting. I get that, you know, they're actually strong and they're actually very, very fit, but I do know that it's all rehearsed. So I don't know. I feel like it's condoning violence in a really weird way. But again, I was for the mixed martial arts church we talked about a month and a half ago. So I don't know, it's kind of weird to me. I kind of want to know what you guys think. Do you think that it's a good idea or no? I don't know. Let me know in the comment section below. We go on to the final story of the day. And the final story of the day is about the Honoring America's Veterans Act, which Obama signed yesterday. And personally, I'm very, very for this act. Pretty much what it does is you can't protest at a soldier's funeral 2 hours before or 2 hours after. If you do want to protest, you need to be 300 feet away from the funeral. And Westboro Baptist Church is like, oh, our voices can carry quite a ways because they're just like that. But yeah, I think this is a really good thing. I think so many people are hurt at these funerals because of pretty much the Westboro Baptist Church, maybe some other ones. I don't know anyone else that does it but Westboro Baptist Church. But they hurt so many people going to these different funerals because they're just so disrespectful to the fact that somebody who fought for our country, fought for our freedom is dead. And they have family members weeping over them while you have this disgusting, disgusting church yelling at them the entire time. But not everybody feels this way. Not only the Westboro Baptist Church, who says they are going to respect it, they will stay 300 feet away, but they still plan to protest. But there are other people that are saying this impedes on the First Amendment, allowing people freedom of speech. So that is the question of the day for you guys. Do you think that it's right to have this act where you can't protest, which was legal before, or do you think that it's against the First Amendment, against having freedom of speech? So what is it? Are you for or against the Honoring America's Veterans Act? Leave a comment in the comment section below with the answer. Leave a video response. Do whatever you do. We go into the verse of the day. And because I strongly, strongly dislike the Westboro Baptist Church, the verse of the day is 1 John chapter 2, verse 9. Whoever says they are in the light but hates their brother is still in darkness. Because I think we can all agree that the Westboro Baptist Church metaphorically doesn't even have a flashlight. And that is all that I found interesting in the news today. So in closing, let the haters hate, Christians pray, and to everybody like to subscribe. I will see you later, and God bless.